Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a monthly reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What is going on with you in August 2020? Had a very crazy year, everyone has. Lots going on as we all know, but I want to focus on August for my Aries and see what's happening. I want to see where you're at this month, Aries. I want to see where the person, people, situations that you're interested in, where they're at this month and what the kind of overall outcome is going to be. Keep in mind that energies are fluid, can be interchangeable. Sometimes time is not 100% accurate, but I focus on August, obviously. So I want to see what's happening with you this month. Feel free to check your other placements. Your moon, rising and Venus sign. Sometimes Jupiter is helpful as well. Just give a few more shuffles here. Aries, what is happening with Aries for this month? What is happening with you? Aries, that's where I need to stop. 8 of Cups. 8 of Swords, double 8 here. We've got the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, the 5 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. I'm going to pull another card for just kind of general advice for you, Aries, for August 2020. What is the general advice here, please, for Aries? If they need to hear something, if they need to have some kind of positive message or affirmation, let's get that out for Aries, please, this month. What is going on here with Aries? We've got here 10 of Earth. Beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that there and we will get to that at the end of the reading. Okay, Aries. So we're starting off the month of August here with two 8 cards. We've got the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. 8s are all about trying to find or trying to achieve balance in our lives. So I'm immediately getting the sense that there is a situation that has left you feeling quite unbalanced. You're maybe not feeling yourself. Your energy levels might not be up to where they normally are. And you're really in a state of confusion, fear, anxiety about the particular person or situation that you're dealing with in the month of August. It's even got you thinking you might want to just drop everything, cut your losses, and walk away and move on. Just leave everything where it is and move on to something else, because this situation has just been causing you so much anxiety. I don't get the sense that you've moved on yet. This is just something that has entered your mind. It's a thought that has entered your mind. A person you're dealing with, maybe a disagreement that you've had, or maybe there's some kind of difference between you both, which is really leading to a lot of anxiety on your part. You are really up in your head about this person or this situation, Aries. It's almost like you just... And this isn't necessarily something very new. I feel like this is something that has maybe been dragging on for a little while, and you're getting quite tired. You're feeling quite drained because of that. The 8 of Swords is almost a card of, analysis paralysis. It's like you're going through so many different potential outcomes and scenarios in your mind, and it's not helping you get any closer to figuring out what you want or what you should do in this situation, unfortunately. This is a card of sometimes, we can see this woman here, and male or female, doesn't matter. I'm just describing what's in the card. We can see this woman is blindfolded. She's bound. She's surrounded by these 8 upright swords. It's almost like she's trapped in a prison, but she's trapped in a prison of her own making. No one's holding her there. She can wriggle out of these ties or ropes or ribbons that are around her. She can pull that blindfold off. She can step out of the swords. She can do that anytime she wants. Maybe there's something, Aries, that you're deliberately not seeing, or that you're deliberately ignoring. Aries is, and I love your energy, Aries, and I have Aries placement in my chart as well, and it's, you can really get passionate about things, excited about things. It's a real sort of optimistic energy that I love. But sometimes that can, a sense of optimism can mean that you're potentially ignoring red flags, or, there's some kind of incompatibility between you and this person, which is quite significant, and you're choosing not to look at it. Or you're up in your head about how to get around it, and there just doesn't seem to be a solution, or at least you don't have a clear solution in your mind yet. It's causing you a lot of worry. You're almost getting obsessed about it. And like I said, you're getting so drained of energy that you're getting to a point where you're thinking, should I just cut my losses and move on? And this could be something that you're more worried about at night when it's dark, when you go to bed, or when you've got more time to think about things. That's when you're contemplating, should I just pack it in and leave and just forget about this whole sorry situation. On your person's side here, we've got the Hierophant. Could be dealing with a Taurus or someone with Taurus in their chart, not necessarily, and the Hanged Man. So if this is any indication to me about what you're worried about, and this might be very specific for some of you, but I think there are certain important, significant differences between you, Aries, and the person you're dealing with. And they could be differences to do with traditions, upbringing, religion. Maybe this person is a different religion or religious background from you, or they have different spiritual beliefs. They could be from another country, or have just somehow there's a significant difference between you both. And maybe that is something that is quite important to you, Aries. It's quite important to you to meet someone who is fairly aligned with your values, your traditions, and you're worried that it's just not going to work because of these significant differences between you both. There's a lot of emotion that you have for this person, and vice versa. But this person could even be thinking about higher levels of commitment, or maybe you've discussed that. You've either both discussed or at least thought about what the next step of this relationship would be, whether that be, taking things to a more serious, exclusive level, or whether that be moving in together or getting married, or, how you would raise your children, or, things of that nature. Like how can we get to another level of commitment when we have such significant differences between us? This person is not coming across as anxious as you are, but they are thinking about it. We've got the Hangman here. This person is really listening to you, Aries, and they're really, even though they're quite strong and set in their own traditions, beliefs, values, they're trying to look at it from another perspective. They're trying to look at it from your perspective, which is really nice. This person's not coming across as completely closed off, even though this is such, a card of tradition. This person is really trying to see things from your point of view, and I like that. I really like that. This person's receptive, and they're coming to some kind of enlightenment about it, which is really, really nice to see. This person is probably willing to give it a little bit more time. They haven't, packed it in yet. You're, like I said, sometimes contemplating just completely moving on and forgetting about this person, this situation, or you're wondering at least whether that would be a more viable option, rather than being so anxious. This person is not feeling so anxious about it, so they're kind of in a less desperate situation to just drop everything. They're willing to wait. That might not be something you want to do, Aries, because if time is of the essence for whatever reason, if you don't want to waste too much more time, then that may not work for you, because I don't see this person as being necessarily too keen on, or they're not feeling like the rush to come to an agreement. They're open to hearing more. They still want to think about it a little bit more. Maybe they need more information. Maybe you two can have more of a discussion about this. And that will help both of you get to a place where you're ready to make a decision one way or the other on whatever it is you're disagreeing about. In the outcome here, Aries, for August, we've got the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So this pretty much speaks to what we've been talking about. I think, again, 5 of Wands, it looks like a real card of conflict here. We've got 5 different people trying to hit each other with these giant sticks here, which isn't very nice. But they're not actually hitting each other. No one's, hurt, bleeding, dying, or anything like that. So this is more a card of different opinions. And it could be that the two of you are just not seeing eye to eye. It could also be that other people are potentially getting involved, friends, family members, people are getting involved and maybe giving their opinions as well. And everyone has a different opinion, and it's annoying. We've got here the 2 of Swords. This again can be a card of indecision, maybe not seeing all the facts or not seeing them clearly yet, but it is again a card of trying to achieve some kind of balance. So I'm happy to see that here in this position for you, Aries, because it means that we're going to move on from this, real fear, anxiety, feeling trapped, stuck. We're going to a more balanced place. It's not clear to me yet what you're going to decide. I don't know if you're actually going to walk away or not. But the final card that we have here may give a little bit more of an answer to that. And it's interesting, we've got the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Pentacles. This card is all about traditions over many years. It's about stability. It's about creating a legacy. It's about what you want to build in life. It's sometimes a card about being grateful, and often when this comes out as some kind of advice, it's, to me, you should feel grateful for what you've achieved and what you have built in your life. Everyone should. I mean, gratitude is an amazing feeling, and it just helps you, get into the right mindset day to day. So always start off your day, Aries, with being grateful, because that will help you get out of this fear and anxiety. Just, every morning, every night, think about 3 different things that you're grateful for. And that could be anything from, I'm grateful that, I still have a job in this current climate, or I'm grateful that, I'm grateful for where I live, or I'm grateful for the nature around me. I'm so happy that, it could be anything, something small, something very big in your life. But think of 3 things morning and night that you're grateful for, because you do have a lot of success around you. You have created stability and some abundance in your life. So be grateful for that. But like I said, this card does speak to me about traditions. So through your process of gratitude, Aries, I think you might be able to come to an answer about whether or not the differences between you and your person are going to really interfere with your life, or is it something that can be overcome? I think gratitude and focusing on what you've already achieved is actually going to help you get out of your mind a little bit, get out of the analysis paralysis, and figure out what to do next. I hope you enjoyed that reading, Aries. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more. It helps me keep going and create more relevant content for you guys. So thanks again for joining.